Right, welcome everyone. This is the first video I'll be making on this channel, Mr. Reels Fishing. A couple of you might have seen me on other videos with my dad, my brother, Bar and things like that, over at Shore Fishing Films, where we concentrate on fishing saltwater. We don't tend to fish freshwater. For myself, originally I thought, why would I want to do that? All the fish are just in a lake right in front of you, and every time you put a bait in, you'll catch them. I now know that isn't true. I've been fishing freshwater now for about 3 months, 4 months. I've learned quite a lot in that time. I've been quite a lot in that time, especially down in Devon. There's quite a few fisheries that are in and around the area, so we can go fishing there quite often. It does tend to be just myself, as everyone's got family, work commitments and stuff like that. So hopefully at some point you'll see me, my dad and my brother at a lake. I know they're going away on holiday in Ipswich for a week doing some fishing, which hopefully there'll be a video on that. I won't be there. I'm working, sadly. But today we are fishing Milemead fisheries or lakes. Today I'm on the cat&carp lake. I'll be staying overnight, so I'll give you a little tour of what's inside and what it looks like. Like I said, we are on the cat&carp lake, so obviously catfish and carp. Carp, as far as I'm aware, get up to about £30, with grass carp getting to £28, I believe. Catfish, obviously it's the Wales catfish. They're ranging from about £5 up to £40, so some nice big catfish in this lake, which would be pretty cool to get on video tonight. Especially seeing it would be the first catfish I'd catch, so that would be pretty cool. But hopefully we'll get some fish on film for you, either while the sun's up or once the sun's gone down. But until then, I hope you carry on enjoying the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Right, little update. I've not had anything yet, but there is a lot of activity around where I'm fishing. I've been spodding out. It's a mixture, really. So part of my spod mix and my bag mix is broken boilies, whole boilies, ground bait, stuff called Zig Cloud, which Dynamite make. It's all sort of just blended together, a bit of robin red, ground bait as well. That's just mixed up, thrown into the spod, thrown out. For the minute, I thought I'd show you the bags that I'm making. I make them at home before coming, but while I'm sat here not doing anything, I may as well make a couple more. Best thing to do, really. So what we've got here is, for the main part of the line, the main rig body as such, is some braid at £50. It's got a loop at the top so you can join it to your main line, going onto a 2-ounce weight with a long weight sheath. Then you've got the small bags. I believe they are quarter bags, and these are amazing. I've not had a problem with these. They're strong. They hold your bait really well. You can really compact the bait as well. Where my finger is where one of my baits are, and there is a lot of bubbling going on at the minute. as I've just turned the camera on, it seems to have stopped. But that's a really good sign. It shows that they're feeding in and around where I've been baiting, where I've been spotting. And then my other rod, if I can see where it is, I believe it's just here, where at the tip of my finger. So I got my one-man bivvy. I got that yesterday actually, from Facebook. I've got my rod that I'm using as my spod rod, which I've stolen off my daughter for the day. Going on to my rods and my NGT full setup net. Then onto my rods, I've got a pair of Westlake Cougar 5000 reels with 15-pound line going onto my rods, which are Oakwood 12 foot 2.75 seat, and then onto my little living quarters for the day and for the night. That's pretty good. And the bait that I'm using, so mind that out the way, that's my bags. Right here, that's all my mix. Really smells. I've got a lot of sauce as well to add to it if needs be. I've got my worms there as well, which I've been putting into my sacks as well. So I'm putting a couple broken boilies into the PVA sack, and then I'm adding a couple of worms in at the same time. A little bit more attractant, a little bit of movement. So good evening. While we've been sat here, it's been pretty quiet. Nothing at the minute. Thought I'd give you a little update just before the sun and the light goes completely, and you can actually see my whole face and my body. Yeah, the activity went right down. Couldn't really see any bubbles, couldn't really see anything really, other than a little, tiny roach, like probably about that, more about that, jumping out of the water. Nothing really. I had a liner earlier. That's it really. I've seen this catfish in here. I've got a couple of baits ready for the next cast that has spam on. I know that's a good catfish bait, so I thought I'd try it. Get a couple more casts out, and then once it's really, really dark, then I'll get into my pit, and hopefully we'll wake up to some action. Right. Now knowing, I was just sat there eating my dinner, drinking my cup of tea, and then all of a sudden I got a big run. It's a beautiful, beautiful carp. Oh, it was hooked perfectly in the bottom lip, and that was on the double boilie. I don't know if you can see. I'll try and get my light on it. Double boilie, one robin red and one halibut, I think it is. Pretty sure it's the halibut ones. I'm gonna pick him up for a photo as long as he plays ball. You happy? Yeah, he's happy. Oh, he's heavy. Right, careful. I don't know if you can see this, but here's one beautiful carp. Absolutely stunning. Let's get him weighed and then get him back in Alright, calm down, calm down. Alright. Oh, now I'm having to run around trying to find stuff. Where is the scales? There he is. Right. The net by itself is 1.98 pound. And this fish is 21.43. So, and let's get him back. Right, that was the first fish of the day. Literally, everything's just gone dark, and I was sat there drinking my tea, just chilling out, thinking of what my next plan and that was going to be. I'm just going to show you what I've been using as ground bait on top of my bag, my PVA bag, ground bait as well. So I've got tons of boilies and I'm happy using them on the hook and for ground bait. So what I've been doing, especially with that carp I just had then, lovely mirror, I've been getting my boilies and just breaking them up, not into tiny pieces, but I'm just squishing it in between my thumb and just breaking it off. So little pieces and big pieces. Well, good morning. It's the second day, second half of the 24-hour trip. We've had one so far. That was just as the night came. As it went pitch black, fish on. It was just after the bloke opposite me to my right had his. Woken up this morning and there is a lot of feeding around in my area. So I've got my baits out there, all ready to rock and roll, just waiting for a nibble. I was getting up every hour to change my baits. Had my sensors on anyway, and I was getting runs. I had a run last night, really big one. Shot off to the other side of the lake, and then there's an island to my left, and it went around that, I believe. So I tried reeling in, and it got stuck, and I couldn't get it out. So I had to snap that one off, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully we'll get one more or a couple more on film for you, and then we'll call it a day. Right. Till then, see you later. Right, well, that's going to be the end of the session. We've managed to walk away with a nice carp. I've had a few bites, had a few runs. Nothing else landed, but it's been a lovely 24 hours out on the bank, just chilling out, not having to worry about anything or anyone, and just trying to figure out these carp, especially the catfish. I haven't seen one catfish get caught the whole time I've been here, but I'll definitely come back to this lake. Next time I'll be aiming for a catfish. I won't worry too much about the carp. If I get a carp, I get a carp, but I'll be aiming for the catfish next time I come here. But until then, wait out for the next video, and I will see you soon.